Hello everybody, we are back for our second YouTube video. I told you guys I'm gonna be on my YouTube grind this year. Every Thursday you're gonna be getting a video from me, so come and join. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. We have another banger of a video today. This fragrance actually is not released yet, so I'm gonna give you guys the full scoop of what it smells like, if I like it, what it kind of reminds me of. I'm gonna compare it to some other fragrances in a similar fragrance category, so let's get straight into it. Introducing Victoria by Lattafa. Let's take a moment for this box. This looks like it could be a queen's headboard. Just wait until you guys see the bottle also. What are your guys' thoughts on Lattafa's bottles? I know there's a lot of talk. Some people think they're very extra. Some people think they're absolutely beautiful. I happen to think they're very beautiful. I do love the understated glass bottles as well, but I don't know. Some of their bottles, like this one, get into it. Are you kidding me? When I first saw this, I just thought, wow, if you put this in a museum, it looks like it belongs there. It has this gorgeous stone look, but the way that they designed this outer part, oh, this is so stunning in my opinion. The cap details as well. I love the colors. I just love everything about this bottle. I think this is one of my favorite Lattafa. Excuse me? I think this is one of my favorite Lattafa bottles ever. But how does it smell? How does it smell? All I gotta say is if you're a lemon gourmand lover, you're gonna wanna listen up. It only has a few notes. The top note is lemon meringue pie. Yes, you heard that right. Upon first spray, I almost get this lemon gumdrop candy vibe. It is super sweet, lemony, and juicy. I will say now that this has sat for a few weeks, the creaminess is coming out a lot more. When I first sprayed this, it was really lemon heavy, which I still love. I love citrus fragrances, but now her creaminess is starting to come out more. And as it sits on your skin, I personally start to get this almost whipped cream note that starts to come out. It's not a super heavy whipped cream note. I would say the candied lemon is the star of the show here, and the creaminess is more in the background. But on the dry down, you definitely get more of that vanilla whipped cream aspect. Y'all know I love to set the scene with my fragrances. So for this one, imagine you're at a sunlit cafe on the Amalfi Coast. There's a fresh slice of lemon meringue pie in front of you. The air is warm and there's the faintest floral breeze wafting in your direction. Very faint. You take a bite of the pie and it's just melting in your mouth, but you don't feel sluggish afterwards. That is what I get from Victoria. I love lemon gourmands because I feel like they have this fluffy, juicy aspect to them versus those very heavy, spicy gourmands that can be weighed down a little bit. I know some people don't love lemon scents because sometimes they can come off as a lemon cleaner type vibe. I don't get that with this at all, thankfully. This one is just so pretty in my opinion. I have been getting a lot of questions though if it is a clone to another fragrance. Actually, I've been getting a lot of questions if it's a clone to a lot of other fragrances, so let's talk about it. I got some of my other lemon gourmand fragrances right here to compare with. The number one question I got when I first posted about Victoria was, is this a dupe for Devotion by Dolce & Gabbana? When I talked to the owner of Lattafa, he did say that this is inspired by Devotion, but do I think it's an exact clone? I don't. They're definitely in the same scent family, but I don't think they smell exactly the same. I actually don't own Devotion because I have to say it does not smell good on your girl. I love how Devotion smells in the air, but unfortunately on my skin, there's something slightly synthetic and sharp about it, and then the creaminess in it almost smells like it's starting to go bad. I don't know if it smells like a lemon that's starting to go moldy or what, but it did not smell good on me. I really loved how it smelled in the air on me, but up close on my skin, something wasn't sitting right. Now, I do have a fragrance that smells very similar to Devotion, and it doesn't give me lemon or creaminess starting to go bad. It is none other than Shahor Elixir by Al Absar. If you're looking for a Devotion clone, I would definitely go with this one. I actually just posted a full TikTok video about it. I will put it in the description because I go way more into depth with this one, but this smells like fluffy lemon cake, kind of smells like lemon whipped cream. It is absolutely delicious. Highly recommend getting your nose on this one if you are looking for a Devotion clone. But to compare these two, I would say that Victoria is more heavy on the candied lemon. The creaminess in this one is more so in the background. It comes out later in the dry down. I would say Shahor Elixir is a little bit more gourmand. You get a little bit more of a cakey vibe and you get that creaminess immediately. Do I love them both? Abso-freaking-lutely. As a lemon gourmand lover, I want all the lemon gourmands. Next up, we have Super Milk. I got quite a few questions asking if Victoria smells like this, and I would say no. Once again, they're in the same scent family with the Lemon Gourmands, but this one almost smells more cakey, a bit more spicy, and more creamy. I actually meant to get the perfume version of this, but I think it sold out pretty quickly. I think it was on Black Friday, but I did see some reviews that the perfume doesn't smell like their hair primer. The hair primer went super viral. I love the smell of this. If you got the perfume version of this, let me know what you think, if the hair conditioner still smells better or you like the perfume version better. I heard they smell kind of different. I also got a question if Lyra smells similar to Victoria by Lattafa, and I have to say, not really. I luckily sampled this on Twisted Lily before I went in and bought the full bottle. I realized this is not my favorite fragrance. There's some other ones that I much prefer to Lyra. There's this licorice note in Lyra that I'm just not the biggest fan of. I will say this is probably my most sophisticated Lemon Gourmand, but it's not my personal favorite. I just don't think I'm a licorice note girly at the moment. So I can appreciate this fragrance, but I think that licorice note is just a little bit too strong for me. So I would not get a full bottle of Lyra personally. I also got a lot of questions if Victoria smells similar to Soft by Al Rehab. This fragrance is a really nice cheapie, but I will say sometimes it can be a tiny bit synthetic. It's very sugary and sweet though. I like it. It does kind of remind me of Pink Sugar from Aquafina. You guys know which one I'm talking about. I think most girlies had that one in their collection at some point. I still love that scent DNA. It is a little bit more juvenile. This one can come off a tiny bit screechy. It is definitely less smooth than Victoria and not as creamy as well. But this is a really nice, affordable, sweet, sugary, slightly lemony gourmand fragrance. I still love it. Now we have a newer lemon gourmand in my collection. This is called Shoo Shoo by Lise. If you love a creamy fragrance, this one is gonna be the one for you. This is much heavier on the whipped cream, but somehow it is not super sweet. It's very creamy. It has a slight spice to it. I love this fragrance. Imagine a low sugar whipped cream with some lemon zest shavings on top. That is what this smells like to me. It is not overly sweet. If you don't really love super sugary fragrances, then I might look into this one. And lastly, I want to talk about the Lemon Gourmand that started my whole Lemon Gourmand obsession. This beauty is Bake by Acro, and this smells like a straight up lemon cupcake. It's definitely the sweetest and most sugary of all of these Lemon Gourmand scents. I almost pick up on this caramel note. It really does smell like a fluffy lemon cupcake with caramel drizzle on top. This is so yummy. If you don't love a sweet lemony gourmand fragrance though, do not get this one. It is very gourmand and sugary. Take a shot for how many times I said gourmand in this video. So circling back to Victoria, I would say this is not necessarily a clone of any fragrance. I think this one stands on its own. Also, I forgot to mention that longevity and projection is actually pretty good with this one. I would say I get about 8 hours with this fragrance. I've been loving spraying this one before bed, and when I wake up I can still smell it. It's more on that creamy side, but I also have to say the lemon never disappears in this fragrance. Citrus is always one of the first notes that disappears throughout the wear of a fragrance, so I'm actually really impressed that the lemon stays throughout the whole journey of the fragrance. All in all, I think if you're a lemon fragrance lover, definitely get your nose on this. If you're a lemon gourmand lover, I think you will also like this a lot. But if you're not into lemony citrus scents, then this one is not going to be for you. It's a good thing I love this type of fragrance because I'm obsessed with her. I was told we can expect this one to drop late February, early March. So if this fragrance sounds like a bit of you, I do have a code with Lattafa. Code Kylie will save you some coin, babes. Is anyone else watching Love Island All Stars? My cat is side-eyeing me so hard right now. Look at this girl. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, especially if you've made it this far. Y'all are real ones. Comment some yellow hearts if you've made it to the end. I want to see who the real ones are. Also, if you guys have any video suggestions for me, I would love to hear. I'm very curious what people want to see on my YouTube channel, and I will do my best to deliver. If you want to see more from me, like, comment, and subscribe. I would appreciate it so much. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.